welcome back, guys. This is going to be episode 8 and part 2 of the Thanksgiving Day. We're hooking up this boy. He brought me in his Camaro. He'd been saving up for it, and Driven by Christ Auto is going to just give him the works today. We are dyno tuning. We're going to do everything to this vehicle. He's not going to even recognize this vehicle whenever he comes back. I know we're going to bring some tears of joy to his eyes, and it's only because Jesus allows us to do it. So, got to give blessings. So, I think where we left off, we took a lunch break, and Jamie was over there complaining about not having no food, so we went ahead and I took her something, so we went and got some lunch somewhere. But let's go ahead and get these exhaust manifolds on here, and we got the good ones, the bad boys. These are the TIG welded stainless steel exhaust system. You never have to worry about this rusting, guys. Let's go ahead and get these headers on here. Yeah, I mean, you can flow some air with this stuff. I mean, you can do it. So we just upgraded it, and plus, since we did upgrade the intake and the cams to allow more air and fuel to get into this motor, well, we got to get that air out of this motor, so a restricted exhaust is not going to help us. So what in the world? O'Reilly's, come on, guys. Where is my parts? Lord have mercy, I could have swore that we ordered all this stuff. It's probably crazy over there on Thanksgiving. Whew. Alright, so we're gonna need 2 of them. Let's see, we're gonna need the middle mufflers. We ain't worried about prices, guys. We ain't even looking at the price, we just doing it. Oop, wrong one. We're gonna need 2 of them. Sorry guys, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, we're gonna need 2 of them. Alright, so, oh, what do you know, they did bring it in. It's over here, I just did not see it on the floor. Okay, so, we'll go ahead and get this exhaust system that I just reordered again, but that's okay, because we're going to use it on our race car that we're building for Driven by Christ Auto. This is our first drag car, so we're going to actually be able to work on it in our episode. We actually may be able to get it out on the track today. Wouldn't that be fun to be racing on Thanksgiving Day? So, yep. Look how big that downpipe is, son. You know that's every bit of 3 inches. Yeah, that's a big pipe. You can move some air through that. Alright, I need that, and it seems like there was an issue with the catalytic converters. I don't know if they sent the right ones over, but maybe it was just a part fitment problem. Let me see. See if he'll let me do it now. Zoom in on the cat. We ain't way back here. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so in between all these places there are going to be gaskets, but on these newer model TIG welded exhausts, there's actually a band that goes around this, and they got flanges on the ends. Makes it really easy to take apart your exhaust in the sections, and that's actually what we're going to use on this is a stainless steel TIG welded banded exhaust. So, you know, anytime we got to pull all this exhaust out of here, we ain't having to mess with rusty bolts and all this. We just pull the band off of it and slap it on there. Now, I love these race mufflers. Y'all ever get a race muffler for a LS car? Go ahead and get that 1 chamber. It's gonna be loud, boy. That 1 chamber is loud. 3 chamber has actually got a good rumble to it, but we want some rasp into it. We want that ground shaking sound. So these are 3-inch in, 4-inch out, 1-inch are 1 chamber Flowmasters. So they have a really good sound. They're they're the loudest mufflers that they have, is the one chambers, because they don't have all the different pieces of metal in here that baffle and give an exhaust note. But them one chambers, this engine's gonna have its own exhaust note. You ain't gonna want to baffle it. You want to hear this. You done put all this money into this motor, you want to be able to hear it, son. And he's gonna be able to hear it. So we got that on here. Let's go ahead and add some engine oil. Now remember, this is Hyperlube mixed into this. Normally this engine's gonna hold about 6 quarts of oil, and we're gonna put a full quart of the ZDDP and zinc Hyperlube additive into it. That's gonna help to break into these new camshafts, and plus it'll give it 3, 4, 5, and plus it's gonna give better wear protection on the motor, because we already know that this is a kid. It's his first car. I guarantee you he's gonna leave black marks past my business leaving out of here. So, and I'll be glad to do it for him. But let's go ahead and do the final test since we got the engine. Come on now. Since we got the engine back together, we're gonna do a fuel pressure test. Make sure that we are getting correct fuel. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing it. Alright. So this is our results. Fuel pump. I don't know, guys. I don't know, 75%. That means the duty cycle has done lost 25%. And we're already... Hold on. Sorry about that. I had a piece of candy get stuck in the back of my throat. That's the last thing I need happen, is choking on a piece of candy on Thanksgiving. But anyways, you know, 25% of the duty cycle on this fuel pump is already gone. We were probably already going to be maxing out this fuel pump, trying to deliver the correct fuel that this car is going to need with these cams. So you know what we're fixing to do? We're fixing to reach back here, and we're going to pull this fuel pump out, and we're going to put a racing fuel pump in. If you're going to upgrade, you gotta upgrade everything with it. You know, if you got a bigger injection system, and you got the cams that are bringing in the air, it's going to need the fuel. So we're going to go ahead and get this fuel pump from O'Reilly's. It's the fuel pumps that I like using are Walboro. They have a good name. That's what I used in my Honda. I've actually got a Walboro 250 into it. 250, that means 250 liters per hour. So it can move some fuel. What was it? Oh yeah. We also need to upgrade the fuel filter to make sure it can flow enough air, or not air, flow enough fuel for this performance fuel system. Because if you got a factory fuel filter on there, it ain't gonna flow as much fuel as a racing one will. And it also has a better catch screen into it. You should be able to actually, if you got any moisture in it, you should be able to break the system down and drain it. So this is going to capture any moisture, and it's also going to allow us for better flow to fuel to our injection system. So we got that in. We'll go ahead and put the coolant reservoir back into here. Hold up, guys. This thing looks like boo-boo. We're gonna try to fix his coolant reservoir real quick and get it cleaned up and get all the nasty stuff out of it. We're gonna reuse these exhaust manifolds, and it is not going to let me do it. Well, at least we was able to fix his old fuel pump and get it back running right. But even though we could have fixed it, he was still going to need a high volume fuel pump. Well, we're just going to have to deal with some of the dirt on this thing. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and put the coolant into there. I wish it would let me turn this camera where I can see how full it actually is. Alright, right there. We're going to stop before we overflood it. We're going to go ahead and vac out this windshield wash and power steering. Go ahead and get all new fluids. Yeah, it kind of looked kind of old in that. We're going to vac this out. And since we did the brake job, we are going to go ahead and switch from the .3 to the .4 synthetic brake fluid. The .4 can handle an extreme amount of temperature. It's an oil that your brakes get extremely hot on your vehicle, and if you ever been to an autocross track where they got any downhill corners, yeah, you'll be able to see people's brakes burn up, and if that oil catches on fire, that whole car is liable to go down. So .4 it can handle a lot better temperature, especially for racing applications, because that ceramic coating that we put on our calipers is going to help disperse heat. And this .4 fluid that we're going with is going to guarantee that this customer's car is not going to burn down. And I just noticed something else. So let's go ahead and pull this bushing out, and we'll slap a new bushing in since we keep those in stock. Got another one. Let's pull it out. See, these you can just reach up underneath the car and take out really quick and put in. They actually go in from the bottom, not from this direction. They kind of got it backwards on here, but that's alright. Still love playing the game. Kind of gives you a basic concept of what's going on with a vehicle, but they do go in from the bottom side, so that's the reason why you're able to do that. And I did not see any other rubber bushings that look like, come on, let's get over here. Let's check this. Right here is where I want to look. Oh, so it looks like we got a bad control arm bushing. So let's go ahead and pull this tire back off. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this lower control arm. Oh Lord. Okay, apparently we can't do it down here. My back ain't letting me do it today, guys. We gotta get it up in the air. Alright, there we go. Pull that control arm loose. Be careful with these ball joints out here, guys. Some of them things there's sometimes the ball joint is actually in the spindle, this part, and not in the control arm. You want to be so careful because they are such a pain to get in. In real life, man, just trying to put in a ball joint into a spindle will make you almost want to quit doing mechanic work. It's like working on that Ford Triton motor. That right there, I've seen a lot of mechanics hang it up just because of that one engine. Sorry, Ford, but y'all know that was a bad deal. That was a horrible deal. Whenever y'all had them Triton motors with all them weird spark plug things y'all had going on. Should have just stayed with the old school 5.0 and just upgraded it better. But, anyway, so we got the bushings in over there, and our test path is going to actually let us know. Let's go ahead and put his bumper and stuff back on, because after we get done with this, we are brand new fresh headlights. So this kid is going to be so happy. So, wait a minute. Alright, double check everything. I know we put engine oil in. I know we got the brake fluid. Let me figure out where the dipstick is. Looks like, please don't. We gotta pull the battery out of here just to check the oil. Alright, we're good on that. Maybe they put some long battery cables on it where you can just pick it up and set it to the side and put it back into there. Alright, so we got oil. We got all of our fluids. I'm pretty sure I double checked everything. let's go ahead and get this moved to our test path, and we're going to give it a final once over before we and we also need to download a base map into this computer. This computer is connected with my dyno computer, so it can upload a base map to our computer. Luckily with GM, you can modify their computers directly from the factory. They're not like an import car where they're locked up and you got to have all this special software and everything else. I wish they made vehicles like that from the factory where if you just have a program you can modify what you want to on it, but you just realize that some of the things that you could be doing could be illegal in that state, so you got to watch out what you're doing. You always want to follow the rules if it's a highway car, but if it's a race car, there ain't no rules at the track. You can do whatever you want to get the horsepower out of your vehicle as long as it's safe. Nobody wants to get hurt, and nobody wants to see their car burned to the ground. So, very important. Alright, so we got the base map loaded in. We should... Lord, I forgot to put the seats in here. Hold on, we got to go hit up O'Reilly's real quick. Let me pull out my tablet. Alright. So, we're going to go with some interior. You know, this is going to be a race car. Let me see. Let me go into my inventory real quick and get back. Alright, so we're going to mark this back seat. I'm pretty sure the boy is still going to want to be able to drive around with his friends. So, that's the new back seat right there. We're going to order that. And we're going to hook him up with some Recaro red comfy race seats. These are some of my favorite seats in the game because they're similar to the ones that I want to buy for my Honda Civic. But, you know, guys being on disability, things don't come as fast as I would like them to, but you know, I still give thanks to the Lord that I got my car. Maybe someday somebody may bless me with helping me out just like I help people on here. You never know. People may be giving. But anyways, let's go ahead and put this fresh new leather back seat and let's get these racing seats in here. I normally keep these racing seats in stock in the back of the shop because these are my favorite seat. And I also have some, I'll show you the quick release steering wheel that we got for it. Let's see, which one was it? This one right here. And we're gonna give him a cool ride. He's gonna like that. But the one that I use is this one. Either that one or these I keep in stock. But we're gonna give him a Grant steering wheel. So that's a quick release steering wheel. That way he can look all cool getting out of his car. But Grant makes a really good quick release, and so does Megan Racing. You do not want to go cheap if you are getting a quick release steering wheel. You do not want your steering wheel coming off going down the road. It is a very scary experience, and I've had it to happen to me before. That's the reason why I don't even use them no more. Now, I don't know why the seats are sticking out of the top of the car. Okay, guys, so it looks like we're not going to be able to use these seats, but that's okay, because I got other ones in stock. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use these, because they are sticking through the roof of the car. So, let's see what we got in my inventory. We still want to go comfy. We don't want it to be, you know, uncomfortable. These look kind of good, but I don't know if they're gonna fit. So we'll go with the Busy Motos. These look pretty cool. They're race seats. They've already got the belts that come through the center, so they got the center harnesses. All right, let's see if we can get these into here. I don't know how in the world we got those other seats in there, but Lord, is this one gonna stick through the roof too? Let's do the magical spin, and yes it is. I do not know what is... Get out of the car. I do not know what's going on here. Let's get these seats back out. Boy, I hope I got some other ones in stock that are gonna work. Let's see. These are my only other race seats that I think I got that will work in here. I don't. Let's pray on it, dear Jesus. Let these seats work in this car, cause I'm almost out of options here. And I think we may have it. Let's see. Do the magical spin. Look at there, guys. We finally got some seats, and it's even ready for the race belts. That is so good. So, look at there. Jesus answered our prayers right in front of us. Alright, so we got some seats in there. Let's shut this hood, and let's go ahead and make sure our base map is loaded. Okay, so we've already got some problems. So remember, guys, air, fuel, fire, and ignition. The car did not start for some reason. So I don't know what's going on with this. Got ignition coils, we got fuel, we got that. Let's do another electrical diagnosing. I don't know what's going on. Why is it not starting? I know we ordered the fuel pump. Let me look back here just in case. And that's what it was. Boy, Lord. Let me get this back on the rack, guys. We have a problem with our fuel pump in the back, and I think it's because it's not even in there. And this car's gonna look so good. Alright. So, guys, it would help if you have a performance fuel pump that you put it into the car. Alright, so there we go. You know, that would explain it. And believe me, if you had a Marlboro 250 in your car, you're going to know it. As soon as you hit the ignition, you're going to hear ring in the back. You're going to hear this fuel pump. So, let's get it back on the test path. And let's see if our base map is loaded. Alright, should fire right up. There we go. Alright, now remember, guys, this is just a base map. So, you don't want to be like revving up on it or anything. It's just enough to get the car rolling. Leaf spring U-bolt. I know I put the U-bolts in here. What is going on? Oh, boy, that's a good thing we didn't forget that. Well, looks like we're going to have to take it back to the rack again. It's a good thing we're just rolling this car around out here. We ain't actually cranked it up or put no power on it, because this would have been bad. Them U-bolts is what holds the drive line into place in the back, but you actually got other components that do hold it. So rolling it would have been okay, but giving it gas and torque would have destroyed everything back here. So it's a good thing to double check everything, and I didn't check that, but that's the reason why we got the test path. That is its job. It makes sure that the vehicle is ready to go, just in case. People are human, we forget stuff. So let's get it back on the test path. Maybe I didn't forget anything else. Alright, let's see. Get this Cole's cover. Oh, really? I don't see why that would have made a difference, but alright, there's the cover. Let me see, did I pull? Yeah, it ain't gonna let you forget anything on this vehicle on this test path. It is extremely important in this game, so it's gonna let you know about everything. Yep, here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, I know we got some good brakes. 100%. Thing's got 150 on the dash, and I guarantee you it's going to do every bit of it. He should be able to race this car. should be able. Alright, so everything in this list is good to go. We're yellow and green. Let's go ahead and align the vehicle. I remember he said he had some alignment problems. It was pulling everywhere. We got good tire pressure. We just put new tires. We may have to align the headlights because we put new headlights in. Right there above the horizon. Right below the horizon line is what you want to go. You want to make sure it's even on both sides. There you go, right there. Alright. So headlights aligned. It's got an alignment done. Everything's been visually inspected. So let's get it on the dyno and see what type of numbers we're putting down. So you would go ahead and hook your computer up and get it all hooked up and get ready to adjust your fuel, ignition, and timing. So we're going to see what we can push out of this thing. And it'll give us our factory horsepower, which is 340 horsepower at 318 foot-pounds of torque. So let's see what we gained him. Let's see if he's going to feel this power difference. This thing will sound good. Oh yeah, I hear it. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna feel that horsepower increase. We just put 156 extra horsepower in his vehicle. He has got a 500 wheel horsepower Camaro now, and let's go ahead and bless this guy with some good paint. We got his body done, we got the wheels done. Let's go ahead and do the paint. And we're not going to go too shiny with the chrome. You know, that's just a little bit overdone. But we are going to go with the metallic red. That is literally what this car come with factory. Man, that's a beautiful looking Camaro. I gotta screenshot that. Well, it won't let me do it in the middle of making a video, but whenever I build a Camaro, or we build one on here, guys, as a drag car, we're gonna build it like this. This is a beautiful car. Lord bless us with being able to help. This boy is gonna absolutely lose it. So we're gonna go out. And we're going to, the factory clutch and transmission should handle 500 horsepower. We shouldn't have to upgrade it. Like I said, we didn't get down into the internal parts and supercharge it, but we are going to go test this car. Power steering fluid is missing. Maybe we didn't fill up the power. Okay. So, alright, sometimes this does happen. If you do not fill stuff all the way up, it will say that something is missing. Maybe we forgot to do it. I don't know. And wait for it. There it is. We see it up underneath. That's what it was. It just needed to be filled up a little bit more. Man, this thing looks good. Even the inside does. Alright, so we're going to go take it over here down the road to the local drag strip. This is where we race our. This is where we'll be racing our car at. So, we're gonna go ahead and give it the full mile, or maybe we may. Yeah, let's see. Warm up. We're gonna go a full race mile. So we're gonna see what this thing's gonna do. All right, let's see what we got. Got to make sure it's ready. Got to give him a full report on the vehicle. We got his dyno numbers. Let's see what we can do. That ain't bad. It's turning up 7 grand. Alright, 6,500 is where we got to switch out at. Well, we're doing 140. 150. Ooh, we're breaking 160 miles per hour, guys. Wow. You see all that craziness at the end? Where the car is like all losing control and stuff. Anyways, so in a quarter it ran a 12.3 at 115 miles per hour. And the top speed, we'll just go ahead and give it. It was going to do 170 miles per hour. So that is not bad. Like I said, I hope this boy is going to be safe with this car, and maybe he's going to be in a Class C, 290 class. So hey, that's a good number. You're in the top of the 200 class, so I guarantee you he's going to be able to win races with this car. So that's a good thing. Let's get back to the garage. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move it over here into the detail shop and go ahead and give it a good clean before he gets here. I did notice that we did have some issues with it. Let me get it back on the rack. Up here on this front support beam, it actually had some cracks in the mainframe, so we're going to jump in there and we're going to weld that really quick, because 500 horsepower, you start, that car is going to be flexing, and you're going to find every crack and cranny into it. So let's go ahead and take care of that for him. I don't know why it shut the hood, but anyways, there's just a couple of places we need to hit with the old TIG welder, and let's go ahead and wash it one more time. We know we probably got some grinding dust, some welding dust on it, so make sure the interior is clean, since we've been getting in and out of the vehicle. Man, this is a nice car. Well, that's it, guys. This is what DrivenByChrist Auto does. We try to do the best for our customers. This was our Thanksgiving shop giveaway. We went ahead and upgraded a customer's vehicle. It wasn't a full-blown race vehicle, but he is now rolling down the road in a 500 horsepower Camaro. So he's ready. Let's go ahead and move it outside, and Jamie's going to be printing out our paperwork. So, wrong entrance. We need it in front of the entrance there. Alright. So, customer's going to be here in a little bit. You know, we called up and explained it to him, what all we done. The kid was losing it so bad, he started crying. You know, he was thankful for it. And I explained it to him. I said, thank Jesus for it. He's the only one that gave me the ability to be able to work and do these things to the vehicles, or else I would just have to stay with the stock stuff, and well, I wouldn't even have a shop. I wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for him. So thank him for that. But you know, we went through, we showed him all the stuff. We got one more thing we're gonna do for him real quick. And I noticed that in our dyno numbers, whenever I was watching the chart, it was kind of showing signs of being choked up. And I know it's not in the exhaust, so it's got to be the air intake filter. So, and we need to go ahead and get this out of here and replace it. We're gonna pull out our tablet out here and get a racing air filter. They can just, you know, they right down the road, right over there. O'Reilly's is just right down there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the building down there. But anyways, they gonna bring us this air filter. I mean, that's it, guys. We gave some thanks today on Thanksgiving. We hooked this customer up. He has literally got a show car. We got our filter now, so let's go ahead and put it on there. Boy, my tab at O'Reilly's is probably unreal right now, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it because our drag car is going to pay back everything that we've done for everybody else. You don't worry about what's going on in front of you. You always help the people. Stay true to Jesus and he'll see through to you all the way to the end. And it may be right at the end whenever he comes through for you, but he will always come through. That's exactly what happened with our Thanksgiving food charity event we were doing for the homeless. I actually put up a donations page for this, and do you know that I did not get one donation from anybody publicly around me? And I got in trouble. The Lord talked to me in my sleep. He called me a fool. Because I didn't want to take money from my wife. You know, she's already helping me with this event. The people in my house are knowing everything that I'm doing, but the only people that help me so I could just have the gas to be able to take this food up there, guys. I'm not a famous YouTuber. I'm not, I don't have a whole lot of money at all. I barely have any at all. So that's the reason why I want to live like this. This is a simulation of if I actually had $360,000 in my banking account, this is what I would be doing for people. But anyways, we got that race and air filter in there, so that's gonna help with the engine choking up issues. So we're gonna leave this car out here. Customer's gonna be ready. We slipped him a little card in the glove box that says Jesus love you, and it explains the the importance of being saved. I mean, all this stuff, guys, these cars, these parts, all the materialistic things of the world, they're going to be gone in the end. We're not going to have any of this. The stuff that's going to matter is you blessing people and telling other people about Jesus. That is what's going to matter in the end. That is what's going to please our God. He ain't going to be worried about what type of car you got. Now, he is going to be worried about your good deeds. Like, we hooked this customer up. We gave him an extra 150 horsepower, repainted his car, got matching factory wheels with race I mean, we did all these great things in honor of our God, and that's the way we should live our life every day, even in real life and even playing a game. So take care of your customers, and your business will prevail. So anyways, he gonna be there to pick this car up. We're gonna go ahead and catch the work order on this. And he was so, man, this boy was so happy. Wait a minute, we got an X somewhere. Something's going on. Let's see what we may have missed. A front wheel hub. Okay. So maybe, see, gotta be able to check this stuff, guys. I didn't catch that whenever, I'm glad Jamie printed out that paperwork for me. This only take us a second to do. You should be able to look behind here and see, and is that our bad wheel hub? No. Or is it? Let me see, we're gonna pull this tire off. Yep, there's our bad hub, and well, I don't remember it being bad whenever we took this apart. We ain't gonna let him roll out of here with a bad wheel hub with a 500 horsepower car. We know that for sure. Oh, I think I may be able to fix this wheel hub. Let me get the bearing out of here. Customer is waiting outside right now for this vehicle. We done already called him up, and I didn't see that on our paperwork. Come on, man. Alright, so we're gonna have to get a part, which the customer is gonna be happy. He's astounded. He said, take my time, do whatever I needed to do, because we want to make sure he gets home safe. Alright, there we go. Let me see if there's anything else while we're waiting on O'Reilly's. Now we did replace all the brake pads. I don't know why it's saying that. What is going on? I don't know if this game is glitching or what's happening. Apparently we got some, from what our test showed, I remember everything being 100%. Maybe we had some... I don't understand it. Alright, so we're gonna have to pull down the brakes again. I don't know how I could have missed this. That's 100% brakes. Let's check these. 100% brakes on that. Brakes are important, so whenever I see it saying something about brakes, we got to make sure that this is correct. Brakes are good on that. Okay, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it just didn't register it. %, brakes. I'm glad Jamie showed me that. Boy, that would have been bad. Do all this stuff for somebody and then the brakes fail and just destroys all your work. And that's how the devil does work in your life. He will sneak in there and try to cause problems for you. He don't care about the life of another person. Everything's 100%. I don't know how it could have went wrong. Maybe this game's acting up. Sometimes it does do some weird stuff. You're gonna have to forgive it, but we know right here we are visually putting on brand new brake pads, brand new calipers that are completely 100%. Hey, sometimes computer technology is not always right. Maybe my test path picked up on something that was incorrect. Things will fail. I may have to call up the test path guy and get him to come out here and recalibrate my machine for me again, because there wasn't nothing wrong with these brakes. Unless we have a problem with the ABS system. And nope, ABS system's good. Alright. Well, I feel better with it. We're going to get it outside and get this customer on the road. Alright, got the paperwork. Alright, now let's check it. Alright, so it went through this time. Don't understand what happened there, but... Alright, so the customer... Wow. Okay, so this is a wealthy customer. This boy done saved up some money. I think his parents maybe hooked him up with an early Christmas gift, but... They were so happy that we made $8,159 on this job. Now, yes, I understand we did spend a little bit more than $8,000, but that's okay. I'm gonna finish it. Car, the hood is missing from the car. The hood's right there. What in the world is going on? Okay, see, the devil's just gonna keep playing with me, boy, I'm telling you. That's alright. I don't know what hood it's asking for, but come on now. It's the same exact hood. I don't get it. Alright, well, that's alright. We're gonna go ahead and throw some more paint on there. Go ahead and repaint that hood and put it on there. We got the super fast paint booth. This thing can paint a car within seconds and then dry it and cure it just that fast. The Lord bless us with one of the best paint booths you can get. So, alright, let's get it back out front again. Alright, I'm just gonna open up the door for him and be like, alright guys, I done taken care of you, you ready to go. Alright, there we go. $8,159. He go ahead and gave Jamie the money, and incomplete. The seats are missing. Okay, so apparently there is a problem with the seats now. That's okay. You know what? Maybe he didn't like the seats. And guys, there will be customers that you will do good things for, and some people are not appreciative of what they get. And he didn't like the seats. He said something wasn't as comfortable, or something along the lines of that, or maybe the seat had a problem. I don't know, but we're just going to go ahead and throw the factory ones back into there. We'll be able to use those seats for another car. I guarantee you there's probably going to be something wrong with the steering wheel too. Steering wheel. Okay. Does not want the steering wheel. But you will encounter this. You'll try to do good things for people, and they don't like what you've done to their vehicle. So that's okay. We're going to still please the customer. We're going to give him what he asked and bless him on his way, even though he wasn't very enthused about what we had done with that part. Interior was not a good thing. So, license plate. Now he does need a license plate. I can't all that painting going on, we forgot to put the license plate back on. Okay, so we just got word back on that. The parents of this child did not want a quick release steering wheel in this car. I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna be happy about what's up underneath the hood neither, but we'll just keep that a secret. So I think he's ready to go now. We finally finished this one, and yep, he's out of here, son. He lit him up whenever he left. We don't even see him no more. So he was happy, overall happy, but you know, he had to please his parents. He had to respect them. They said, you know, hey, we ain't doing all this racing stuff. Well, they better not look up underneath the hood. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully Daddy don't go get some groceries in it, because he's gonna feel the new pep in that step. But I don't think they cared about the exhaust. They were just gonna keep the other stuff hush hush. But anyways, alright, so we got some time left. Let's go ahead and work on our race car. Go ahead and finish it on up. No, turn this the right way. Alright. So we're gonna put this new belt on there. And we should be, oh, gonna have to hit O'Reilly's up again. No, actually I do have one of these. Let me go into my back warehouse, or in my little storage area, and it should pull it out into my inventory. Let's see if it did. Yep, I had that part in the back. I knew I had that part already. And I know I got a tensioner too, and these pulleys. And you know what? We're gonna actually pull up the O'Reilly parts menu on that, and we're gonna order a set of tensioners, which is gonna come in a 10-pack. All right. Go ahead and put that new one on there. All right. We did have to borrow the fuel rails from our for the customer's vehicle. You know, it was doing good things for them, so we gotta put these back onto there. We need 2 of them. 1,600 and some odd dollars. Gotta have it though, guys. Gotta have this. I think we already got some ignition coils. Yep. We got the good spark plugs in here. That's the only thing we run with. Come on. And whenever you're putting these ignition coils on, guys, in real life, make sure you use dielectric grease into there, dielectric grease, because if you don't, there's little metal springs in these coil packs that love welding themselves to the spark plug because there was no grease there. And I'm telling you, some of these ignition coils are about $80 a piece, and whenever you got 8 of them on a vehicle, like, they get expensive. So you want to try to prolong the life of them, and you go to pull one of them out and that spring's welded to the exhaust system. Yeah, it can tear up some stuff. It'll rip the guts out of the inside of the coil pack, and it will not be good no more. So we needed those coil covers, which I had some of them in the back. So from another customer vehicle, just had to pull it up in our menu. All right, this engine is complete. We just got to put a filter on it. That is the last thing. Well, we had to use that filter on the customer's vehicle, the one that we were gonna use for this one. So O'Reilly's ran over here and dropped us off one real quick. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this engine off of here, and we're going to get the motor hoist because we're gonna need it. We're not carrying this engine across the shop, guys. It would be physically impossible unless you're like a bodybuilder or something, but anyways, we're gonna definitely need this to align it to get it in there. So, ooh, look at there, boy. We got that engine in here, and this thing is looking good. Alright. Move that. Let me see something. How many minutes? Alright, I'm at 52 minutes. So, alright, so we got our engine assembled. We went ahead and dropped it into the car. We still got all the suspension. We got to put the wiring into here. Basically all we got is a frame and an engine sitting here right now, but at least the motor is in the car, guys, and we got the car put together, so we kind of know what it's going to look like. And we're going to run those same 5-star wheels on this car. But we're going to go with a black chrome. It's going to match the color of the car. It's not going to be like a dark black. It's kind of going to be similar to this kind of grayish black, but it's going to be a chrome, and it's going to look really good. This thing going to look like a modern day Batmobile or something, I guess. If you like Batman. I know there's going to be some kids watching this, so but anyways, it's good to get this on here. I'm glad to be able to spend the time with y'all today on Thanksgiving and explain the importance of Jesus. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna get this car fixed, and we're gonna race the tar out of this thing. We're gonna just burn the tires off of it. We're gonna wear this car out, making money back for the shop. That way we can continue to do God's will and help other people. So I really hope y'all have a good Thanksgiving. God bless. Y'all have safe travels. Everybody gets where they need to be safely, and I pray for no mechanical breakdowns, because I'm done. I'm through for the day. I'm ready to call it. I'm going to go enjoy time with my family for Thanksgiving, but I want to thank y'all for watching my channel and, you know, enjoying the word with Jesus with me, because it will change your life. It has changed mine in ways that I cannot even explain. So, till next time, guys, I'll catch y'all on episode 9. We'll catch that customer vehicle, and we're going to continue to build our drag car. Until then, God bless, and y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.